Oh, Lily Equestrian. That's not good proper at all. Yeah, I'll just hold you. In today's video, we are going to be filming rules of feeding. So, some people feed their horses wrong. Me being one of them myself a couple of years ago. You are actually supposed to get a nutritionist out and tell you what your horse needs. Some people, like what I used to do, is literally just decide for yourself. So literally, I used to just feed Ruby, Dougie, Crystal, Diamond, literally every single one of my horses. I have 30 plus horses. Every single one of them were on Pony Nuts and Alpha Ray. But that's just not good. Yeah, I'll have the rules of feeding in here today. Now I'm just pulling a wheelbarrow another way, so that's why. But yeah, so you'll be finding out the rules of feeding your pony today. That wasp nearly just landed on me. I'm not scared of wasps, but it nearly just landed on me, so. But yeah, I just wanted to say, make sure you get a nutritionist out, because your horse is not going to be healthy if you've not got someone actually recommending the feed. Also, what the nutritionist does is actually weighs your horse as well, because it matters on age, weight, height, just work condition, everything. But I'm actually going to ride now, and I'll talk a bit more about it once I've ridden. Okay, so I now look really sweaty and horrible. I mean, I always look horrible, but it's just a bit extra right now. But the first rule is clean buckets. So, the reason why you have to clean your horse's buckets, oh my goodness, hang on, this isn't a part of it, but my horses go on a different field each week, and this field was completely mud. But, okay. Get some grass in. It's the trailer, I don't know why that's open. I'm not going to show hiccups. I'm not going to show the number plate, obviously. Right. So at the minute, my feed room is in construction. So I'm just using my little trailer. So what I use is some sort of hard bristled brush and obviously some water. So I fill that up and then I pour the water in the buckets. But I am currently out of water from when I cleaned and soaked feed this morning. Right, get some water. Don't know why I said it like that. Let's get some water. So cleaning feed buckets is very, very important, because if the buckets have got leftover food, it might go a bit mouldy, and then it will taste really sour for the horse, which isn't good, because the horses wouldn't eat their breakfast then, for starters, and just having sour stuff just isn't healthy for them. So we don't want that, and it's also good to clean it in case there's another horse's medication or something in the bucket. So it doesn't mean you have to clean the outside. As you can see, my outsides are very dirty. Yeah, they're dirty. So this one on the outside, but it doesn't really matter as long as the inside is all cleaned and scrubbed out.
Til topp og tømmer det på 1, 2, 3. Så fyll din kopp. Sier ikke stopp før jeg passer ut på 3, 2, 1. Du kan ikke spille som vi gjør. Nafset, alltid fucka bare kjør. Fyll din kopp, fyller det til topp og tømmer det på 1, 2, 3. Så fyll din kopp. Sier ikke stopp før jeg passer ut på 3, 2. Når helgen nærmer seg.
Feed little but often. Horses are trickle feeders and they have a small stomach around the size of a rugby ball. So they continuously need roughage to aid with their digestion. So horses shouldn't be left without food for at least a couple of hours. So that is why I prefer to keep my horses in a field, as they have food all day and that is so much more beneficial for them. Having roughage in your horse's diet is also really important, so that they have things such as hay, grass and chaff. And this is also really important because it helps aid digestion and it also helps to grind down your horse's teeth. At least 50% of your horse's diet should contain roughage. If you're feeding your horse some sort of substance like grain, you should also be feeding it with some sort of chaff. Especially if your horse bolts down its food, it will help it chew it properly and will prevent choking. And if you do choose to feed your horse some sort of substance like grain, you should feed according to work. If your horse is in hard work, you should make sure you're feeding it some sort of substance, as it will need the energy that it could not obtain from things such as grass and hay. Especially in the winter time when the grass doesn't have as much sugar. A horse in medium work will still need some sort of substance, but probably not as high energy level than what a horse in hard work will need, as they are probably only ridden a few times a week. A horse in light work is probably ridden only a couple times a month and probably won't need any sort of substance, or maybe just a little bit. You should also feed according to size, temperature and living conditions. Your horse should actually always need water. The water should be clean and cool, and make sure it is kept in a cool place too, as an average horse will drink just under 5 gallons a day. Feed at the same time each day. Horses are animals of habit and they like things to be done at the exact same time every single day. And it is also better to feed them 2 little meals each day rather than one big one. Never feed straight before exercise or straight after exercise. I like to leave my horse's stomach to settle down for at least an hour before and after work. And this is because when a horse has just finished work or is in work, all the blood is around their leg muscle area, as when they are eating, their blood circulation needs to be around their stomach to help aid digestion, and if not, it can cause colic, which is really bad for your horse. So make sure you are feeding an hour before work or an hour after work.
But that don't mean I ain't a queen. Queens don't hate, queens don't fight, queens don't stay unless their king treats her right. Oh.
So put your new horse food in gradually into their feed bowl so that your horse will get used to it and they're not having the new food straight away, as that can also cause colic if the new food changes too quickly. To contain vitamins and minerals to your horse's diet, which they do need, feed things like fruit and vegetables to them.